I see young people following the wrong script to making money that's been put onto you by your family or your teachers in school. All of the people you trust, including the YouTubers, are giving you shitty advice in terms of how to build wealth. Not only are your parents or teachers not really educated in this modern wealth building, but the people who seem credible, like authors of financial books or YouTubers who make videos on wealth, are all giving you the wrong advice. They're literally all telling you to like save your money, like, you know, oh, make sure you budget, like saving and investing is the best way to get to wealth. Is it? Fuck. They're all lying to you. The author of I Will Teach You to Be Rich, Ramit Sethi, lying to you. He's made a book literally telling you, oh, well, the best way to get wealthy is to trust in compound interest. Bullshit. All of these intellectual authors and bloggers that probably your parents listen to are telling them to just penny pinch and save as many dollars as possible and don't buy coffee. They're trying to instill like this scarcity mentality into you to make sure you save every dollar possible and put it into the big compound interest machine of index funds. And then hopefully, just hopefully, you can retire at age 59 instead of 65. That is not the kind of life that we want. Early retirement by 6 years, shut up. The rich are following a completely different script than you are, and they're not telling you what it is. There's these fakers, these authors, these YouTubers who are teaching you like how to get wealthy, the best way to get wealthy, and they're telling you that the best way is to save as much money as possible and to like invest it safely and everything. All these guys are lying to you because they know that this is what's gonna sell to like average people. They know that telling the drones of average people like, oh yeah, the reason why you're not a millionaire is because you've been buying a coffee every day for 67 years. But like, bro, I'm 25. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Coffee every day is making you broke. No, it's not. You know, the same people who give out this financial advice, and they are probably millionaires. Guess how they made their money? Because they're telling you, oh, save, don't buy anything, invest. They made their money through business. But they don't tell you that because business is hard as fuck. In this video, we're gonna break down exactly what it takes to destroy this like bullshit script that's inside of you and to make a business that's gonna be successful, but it will require relentless commitment. If you're a pussy, if you are weak, if you don't have willpower, if you don't have discipline, then you won't make it. Look at the view count of this video. 99.9% of those views will not make it. You want the real controllable route to wealth that you have total control over through business. And you need to wake up every single day for a couple of years with that total one focus in your mind to make your business successful. You want to play 1 hour of video games? You want to watch anime? You want to watch movies? Then this video is not for you. If you want to explode your income and provide value, like this good quality product or service to the entire world and become an entrepreneur, then this video is for you. Continue watching. Everything that we're discussing today in this full-length guide is coming from the book Unscripted by MJ DeMarco, and he is literally one of the very, 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 very few entrepreneurs and authors that I trust. Let's talk about the script that we've been fed. MJ DeMarco, who's the author of the book that we're covering today, says that there's statements that represent the script that most people follow. Listen to these statements and see if 1, you've heard them before from people that you love, and 2, if you believe them. To succeed in life, you need a college degree. Starting a business is risky. To get rich, you should save your money. To get rich, you should invest in the stock market. To retire early, make sure you work hard, save money, invest, and let compound interest work its magic. If you want more money, go back to school and get an advanced degree. The script is like our belief system about how wealth is created and made and like how to make money and how to make lots of money. Perhaps this is a conspiracy theory, but the script is set by powerful elites, maybe corporations like the Rockefeller, who have such a huge level of control, more than presidents do. And they've instilled this script onto everyone, especially starting from a vulnerable early age in school, so that they can create the next generation of 9-to-5 workers. The script is made by those powerful elites, but it's routinely spread by the crowd of people who believe it. Your friends, your families, your teachers, your co-workers. The author of this book that we're covering today, MJ DeMarco, he asks you to ask yourself this question: if I accept average advice from average people who are living average lives, can I expect to be anything other than average? I remember reading this part of the book a few years ago where he asks you to ask yourself this question of, you know, if I accept like everyone's average advice, then won't I become average? And I literally, bro, I got this like, kind of like this feeling that I felt like I was a horrible person, because instantly I just thought, wait, bro, and this is horrible as fuck to say, but you can maybe relate. And it's so fucking insulting and disrespecting. I don't want to say it, but it's like, I need to. I just saw a glimpse of my dad and my mom, and I just thought, like, if I take their advice, I'm gonna end up like them. And I don't want that. My dad's worked like a laborer, like these like quite low level jobs, hard, long hours, nights, dangerous as well. Like, bro, my dad's been attacked. Like, he's worked as like a shopkeeper and a taxi driver and everything. My mom's been like a housewife, and they pushed the same script onto me and my brother and my sister, which is, you know, go to school, study really, really hard, and then get good grades, and then get into a good university, then get a good degree, and then get a good job, and hopefully me and my siblings can become one step above our parents. And just reading this part in this book, even though it sounds fucking horrible, just something clicked, and I was like, fuck me, bro, I don't want to be one step above my parents, bro. I want to be far higher than that. And I know that sounds horrible, but you can probably relate to it. You've got to think, bro, whoever is giving you advice can only really get you to where they are. It's kind of like a dark thought, but most likely you don't really want to have a life like your father or your mother. You want to be far more successful than that. But all they can do is from their own eyes tell you what they've observed from like the people who are one step above them. And, you know, they've been working like quite low level jobs or something, full time, unideal. But then they've seen that kind of like that dynamic of, you know, the doctor who makes so much more money and he's got prestige. And like your parents are so envious of that. Like they wish they were doctors and, you know, they had kids and they're like, okay, I'm going to do everything in my life to make sure that my child can become like a doctor because he'll have such a good life. But what your parents don't see is the modern day script is like that doctor's working 80 hours a week, hates his life, commuting, unhealthy, doesn't have time to exercise, whilst he's on TikTok looking at little girls who make his yearly income in 3 months. Your parents or teachers, they don't know this like new age of making money, bro. There's little girls out there, 12 years old, 15 years old girls who are literally making like 5 figures, 10, 20, 30K a month from things like TikTok and YouTube. The doctor has so much prestige that our parents, like, you know, they want to follow the script and put us on that. How does a guy in a bathrobe make the UK doctor's salary every month? The UK doctor's salary starts at like 30K a year. Now, fair enough, that's very low for doctors, but even let's say 100,000 per year. I make that in 3 months, and I'm just a guy with a bathrobe who just followed this book. Now, that sounds simple, but it wasn't just as simple as like, oh, I read this book and now I'm rich, bro. I dedicated my fucking life to this. But it can be done. So you should probably just take a second right now, maybe pause the video straight when I'm done saying this sentence. And I just want you to kind of visualize the people who are giving you advice in terms of like success and wealth, and just kind of see where they actually are in life. So what exactly will happen if you follow the same script as everyone else? You probably already know. If you stop numbing yourself and stop distracting yourself, just constant mindless media and like drinking twice a week and smoking weed and you're just distracting yourself with like fucking self-improvement videos like this, and you actually just open your eyes and just see how people are living, you will realize you don't want to live that life, and yet you are walking right towards them. It's like you're a cow on the way to the slaughterhouse, but you're walking there with total control of yourself. You're seeing the cows up there get butchered and you're la 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 la, you're just walking forward. You can see what's happening to those cows. They're getting butchered up there. Don't go. But nope, la 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 la. Everyone's just walking forward anyway. What happens when you follow this normal script that everyone's following? You see all these people, like these hard-working people. Honestly, like a lot of these guys who are like, you know, they're going to work here, that you see who are, you know, waking up early, going to the job that they don't like. They are actually hard-working, but they're like grudgingly living a life that they don't actually want, that they don't have any level of freedom or control. They work hard. They're experiencing discomfort and sleep deprivation and challenge, and yet they're working for someone else in a job that they don't, you know, really like, and they're not making that much money. And even though they're working every single day, their bank balance doesn't really seem to grow. So it's interesting. Your parents and your teachers are trying to put this script onto you, and they've been following the script for a while. Not as good as, you know, they're hoping that you will follow the script, but they have been following it for what, 20 years? Your parents have been working for what, 20 years, 30 years? Your teachers have been working for 20 years, 30 years. You could probably guess that what's in their bank balance right now is less than £50,000. How have they followed this script for 20, 30 years and they have less than 50,000 in savings? Surely if this script was like the route to wealth, oh yes, surely after working for 20 years and following the script, they should have far more than that, right? They're all waiting for retirement, trying to save as much money as possible, like neurotically making decisions to try and save the household, like $87 a month. They're hoping to retire at age 57 instead of 65 if they've been really good and like deprive their family from coffee, like never buy coffee. Having family flush Fridays, we're like, well, you know, we can save like 87 cents if we don't flush after every single shit. Come on, family, everyone have a shit in the toilet at once, and then if we flush, then, you know, we'll save like $2. Oh, well, you know, we can go for the shitty internet broadband package and we'll save $12 a month. And then you have to use like some slow ass internet connection. Is that the life that you want? Is that the promise that you're willing to accept from all these people in the script? That like, yeah, just be a good boy and, you know, keep sacrificing, and hopefully you'll be able to retire a few years early. I saw through like this sort of matrix, the script,